Now my next speaker, Borngraeber of Wesustain. Welcome to ECO Summit.
Thank you. Great. Okay, so as Jan said, my name is Borngraeber. I'm the CEO of Wesustain, and I'm happy to introduce my company to you today. What are we doing, or where are we coming from? Let's start with that. Our focus is on measuring sustainability. This means that we give the possibility to our customers to put their sustainability KPIs in our software and then bring this into a report at the end of the day so that they see where they stand. And we don't think that it's all about reporting. We think that this is only a small piece. We really offer a complete sustainability management system there. We were founded in August 2010. We have 3 locations. Right now it's Buxtehude and Walldorf, and the third one is in the USA. We have 2 different separated systems. One is for the big enterprises. This is the Wesustain ESM suite, so-called. The other one is for SMEs, small and mid-sized enterprises, and that one is called CR Compass. Okay. We have already customers in several industries. We have, for example, Daimler and Allianz as customers, and on the small system, the CR Compass, we have currently around about 80 companies from 20 to 100 or 200 employees round about. So what is it all about? First of all, the sustainability is getting more and more into the focus for the customers of a company. They are really looking at the product. Is it sustainability? How is the CO2 footprint, the carbon footprint, things like that. The capital market is looking, is the company sustainability? Is it worth giving them money? Is there a future for this company and things like that? And the regulations, the laws and things around this topic are getting more and more important. For example, we have now regulation in Europe where the European Commission said that all European countries have to make sustainability reporting mandatory for companies with more than 500 employees in the next 2 years. And that's something that, for example, can be done with our system then. The main points, the requirements on sustainability reporting, sustainability management, and so are very heterogeneous. So you have different topics why people are trying to put their sustainability KPIs into software. One is that if you have a big company and you're trying to get all your KPIs in an overview, then you have really big Excel sheets and things like that. So a sustainability report, to create it from that basis, is really a hard thing to do. Then there is the question of which sustainability standards should I report to. There's, of course, the GRI, which is the biggest one, Global Reporting Initiative, but there are others like CDP, there are ISO standards, and so on and so forth. So for somebody who is trying to get into the sustainability reporting, it's really a complex thing to do. And we are really trying to make it easy for the small and mid-sized companies with our small system. It's even that way that we are explaining what sustainability is in general, why they should report and things like that. But even in the bigger system, in the ESM suite for the big and really big companies, there is a way of handling the software that is really user-orientated. So we have a lot of usability rounds to make this easy to use and things like that. So at the end of the day, there are a lot of questions to answer, and all the people have or the companies have right now is mostly Excel, Word, things like that, not really a software system that is helping them to put those KPIs into a report. And this is where we get in and where we try to help them. So you can imagine if you have a Word document that you send to your customers and, or to your employees, and you ask them to put in the CO2 emissions. You get it back from different people, and everyone is entering different things. So at the end, you will really end up with a big mess of data, and to get this organized is the biggest issue there. Okay, so what are we doing? Wesustain is trying to get these different data sources. Like I said, when people are entering data, of course there are SAP systems, for example, where data is coming from. There are sustainable procurement, so you know about the supply chain, that their customers or their suppliers will be asked if they are sustainable, what their carbon footprint is, and so on and so forth. That is data. And we have also a real ecosystem of partners and consultants around about Wesustain. So these are, for example, in this slide here, Julex, who's doing energy management, and IFU in Hamburg, who's doing life cycle analysis and things like that. So beside of SAP, we have other systems that we can, that we can connect to and get data from. So what are we trying to do? As I said already, we are trying to make it as easy as possible so that somebody who's never done this before is really guided through the process of getting or aiming an overview there. And on the other way, if somebody has already some experience with data gathering in the sustainability area, then we are trying to do it in that way that people, for example, that are about to enter data only see this part that they really need to see and things like that. Then secondly, we really support team collaboration. As I said, sending Excel lists and getting them back from different sources and so on. We are trying to make a real collaboration in the company so that everybody is entering the data to the same goal, and at the end of the day, we have all the data and are able to generate reports out of that. Then we really not just concentrate on carbon and energy. So this means we are really trying to have the complete picture on it, so that we really make it possible to have a sustainability management, so that you have scorecards, you can manage your stakeholders in our system, and so on and so forth. And we are integrating existing systems. Like I said already, SAP, for example, but also if you have an e-sourcing software, be it, I don't know, Ariba or EasyRFX or whatever, you are able to connect that to Wesustain, and you will be able to get this data in the system so that you can directly report it. We have a short video with us so that we can have a look to the system. Like I already said, we have really a partner ecosystem around Wesustain, so this will be a little bit magenta, but you will see. Okay.
Businesses that seek to engage in effective sustainability management and to speed up the recording and merging of data need reliable software. With Wesustain, T-Systems is offering a cloud-based solution. Intuitive to use, modularly designed software which supports all the tasks demanded by modern sustainability management. All the relevant data from various operational divisions and units are brought together in a single database and made available for sustainability management. A central dashboard makes sure that all the important information, data, tasks and messages are clearly visible to the user. A detailed view also visualizes the organizational structure and processes with their associated workflows, responsibilities and tasks. As a result, responsibilities are clearly structured and the basis is laid for reliable and efficient implementation of targets. All the important sustainability reporting standards, such as the Global Reporting Initiative, are stored in full in the system as soon as they become available. Later revisions to guidelines are integrated into the system by Wesustain fully automatically. Performance indicators which are specific to your organization can be added to reporting standards at any time. And to ensure that all reporting formats can be used from a single source, It's also possible to show all the potential standards, one after the other. Data can be easily pulled from different data sources and combined. Existing IT systems can also be integrated at any time. Traffic light symbols mean that you always know the approval status of data in your particular workflow. Messages and reminders can be sent to those responsible automatically. The recorded data can be used to produce reports and analyses with just a few clicks, which are then appropriate for consideration by management boards. Users decide which communication channels and formats to use, as well as which customized contents to send to different target groups. A materiality matrix can be produced to plot and evaluate concrete targets for specific sustainability issues. It's also possible to integrate stakeholders actively in the materiality process. Surveys similar to those undertaken in recent years with Wesustain by companies such as Daimler, for example, can be integrated and evaluated in the system. This makes it much easier to identify and control important issues and ratios. Wesustain is cloud-based, which not only reduces implementation time and costs, but also allows the system to be accessed anywhere, anytime, from any terminal. Wesustain by T-Systems. Test it out free now.
This is one of our partner, of course, T-Systems, but we are really looking to build up a big partner ecosystem around Wesustain, so we are happy to talk to anybody who has, for example, software that can be connected to Wesustain, or that is who is interested in a partnership or whatever. So whatever question you have, I'm happy to ask to be asked there. Okay.
Thank you very much, Andre.
Yeah.
Do you have a question for him?
What's your revenue model, and what's the expectations for not future revenue, but how much is recurring in the future?
Okay. So the revenue model is based on per user per year. We have a setup fee in addition, so that if you are going to be a first-time user, then of course we have to set up the system and put the organizational structure of your system, of your organization to our system and so on. We have then, yeah, we are talking about a few hundred euros per user and year, and this depends, of course, then on the coming years, how big that can be. But at the end of the day, we are talking about several 10,000 euros for installation and then recurring, depending on the user number.
How much revenue did you have in 2013? Can you share this number or keep it?
Not yet.
Okay. Another question?
Hi. How long does it take to sort of finalize such a sustainability report from inception to end?
Okay, so this really depends on your company. We have, for example,
or a sort of 500 people, 1,000 people company, like a medium-sized, small medium-sized company.
Okay, so from a 500 user company, normally this is about several months. It's really a long process. They are starting collecting data normally around about November, and the final report will be released somewhere about April, May, something like that. So this is the normal process. We have a very good example on the small solution. This is the Umweltdruckhaus in Hannover, and they did it in just 2 weeks. But that, of course, is a company with 12 employees or something. So this is the range from to. Can't say it more in detail.
Okay, Andre, thank you very much.
Thank you.